Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Holly's dementia complicates waking up. She begs Nicole and EJ for the truth. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Nicole and EJ DiMera will spend some quality time together while they keep an eye out for any indications of improvement with Holly Jonas. Holly is breathing on her own at this point, but she is still unconscious. Johnny DiMera will soon make time to visit Holly at her bedside at the DiMera mansion. He has been quite busy getting married and helping Paulina Price at the hospital. Days teasers indicate that will feature Johnny's endearing statement and a sincere request for Holly to awaken. It appears that Holly will be impacted by Johnny's remarks because she will awaken in fact during the week of February 26th to March 1st. Nicole and EJ will be ecstatic to hear this news, but there will be a problem with Holly's recuperation. Holly won't recall the trauma that put her in a coma, despite the fact that it appears the majority of her memories will be intact. According to Days spoilers, Holly won't remember how she got into this situation, therefore she'll have partial amnesia. Holly should be surprised to see how much time has passed when she finds out the date. Holly will have a lot of questions when she wakes up because none of this will make sense to her. Naturally, EJ and Nicole will pretend that Holly's recovery is all that concerns. It will seem miraculous that Holly can still carry on a conversation after all this time. A premature disclosure of too much information to Holly would be the last thing Nicole and EJ would ever want to do. EJ and Nicole might be cautious about putting Holly through any kind of hardship while she recovers. Days spoilers, however, indicate that Holly will eventually lose patience and urge Nicole and EJ to explain what transpired. Holly will be so upset about not knowing that EJ and Nicole might give in. Will Holly have flashbacks of DOL once she learns about all the drama around drugs? Will Holly eventually come to the realization that Tate Black is not to blame for what transpired? When Holly does wake up, according to Days of Our Lives spoilers, she will have a lot on her plate. Follow her journey for more information. Bobby is brought back by Marlena, proving the split personality theory. Days in Our Lives according to spoilers, Everett Lynch will turn to Marlena Evans for assistance in organizing his life, much like a lot of other people in Salem. Even though Everett says he doesn't know Bobby Stein, his fingerprints match. Is Marlena able to solve Bobby and Everett's mystery? The truth is being told by Everett Lynch. Days in the Life according to spoilers, everyone concerned seems to think that Everett is fabricating this tale in order to rescue himself. Everett asserts that he has no recollections of Jada Hunter. It eludes Everett's memory that he ever saw Jada, fell in love with her, and was married to her. Everett cannot be lying because he also doesn't recall any of these when he is by himself. That does not imply that Jada accepts his story. Jada is certain that Everett is merely acting in order to control Stephanie Johnson. He did, after all, deceive her into believing she was the other woman for a considerable amount of time. Being the other woman is really upsetting Stephanie Johnson. Stephanie's only basis for judgment is what she can demonstrate, which is that she was the other lady. Stephanie's dream was to be loved and prioritized in someone's life, not to be a mistress. That is what Stephanie believed she had until Everett vanished. Is it possible that Bobby is actually Everett and that Everett never existed? Since Stephanie still cares about Everett, she insisted on taking him to the hospital when he passed out to find out what was wrong with him. At least Stephanie is open to the possibility that Everett's memory loss has a medical explanation. Is it possible that Everett is two people at once? Given how awful his marriage to Jada was, it's possible that Everett has shut it out. Will Marlena Evans finally find the truth? Marlena will consent to see Everett and make an effort to assist him in resolving his issues. Marlena will pose some extremely serious questions to Everett in an attempt to resolve the situation. It's possible that Marlena will hypnotize Everett in order to aid in his memory recovery. Marlena has occasionally been observed employing this strategy. According to spoilers, there will be some surprises and changes before this plot concludes. Will Marlena uncover anything even more startling, or will her investigation enable Everett to rebuild his life? Will Marlena discover more information that Everett is obstructing or return his life to him? Who will Everett ultimately turn out to be? Everett's devastating mental health diagnosis is revealed to Marlena, her new patient. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, will watch as Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, questions Everett Lynch, Blake Barris. In addition, Stephanie can be seen in the weekly preview footage standing next to Everett, who appears anxious and is dressed in a hospital gown. Then, after Chad DiMera's explosion, a completely different Everett grins. Thus, is Everett's conflicted and enigmatic history the result of a devastating mental health diagnosis? According to DOL previews, fans watched as Everett claimed not to know who Jada Hunter was and expressed confusion at being referred to as Bobby Stein. Jada eventually gave Everett proof because she was so mad. In addition to having previously met, Jada and Bobby were wed. Everett was perplexed when Jada gave him the evidence, which included a picture of the two of them on their wedding day. While acknowledging that the man in the picture resembles him, Everett insisted he didn't know Jada. Stephanie was unsure of whom to trust. Stephanie and Jada have a close friendship. Stephanie, though, is adamant that she wasn't tricked by the same man again. Stephanie was shown evidence by Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, that Bobby and Everett are the same man. According to previews for Days of Our Lives, Everett appears perplexed in both public and private settings. It appears that Everett is telling the truth when he says he can't recall Jada because he acts perplexed while by himself in his room. Stephanie will be watching as Marlena questions Everett about his past throughout the week of February 26th. Then, a distressed Everett is seen in a hospital room wearing a medical gown in the weekly preview footage. Stephanie is in the space, standing next to Everett. But the sneak peek also shows Chad losing it on Everett over the Bobby predicament. Everett is seen grinning menacingly. It appears that two completely different persons are sharing a body. Is it possible for Marlena to identify Everett as having a split personality or another type of mental illness? Although it won't justify Everett's actions with Jada, it might help to solve the riddle. Additionally, given that Jada presents a whole different image, it could help to explain why Barris said in an interview that Everett was a wonderful man. After their meeting, what do you think Marlena will diagnose Everett with? Will Stephanie find it easier to forgive Everett in light of the diagnosis? What will Jada do with her anger toward Bobby? In 1982, after a bit part on Fantasy Island, Hundley was cast as Anna Fredericks Brady on the NBC daytime drama days. She remained in the role for the next 4 years, earning herself a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in the meantime, an honor she didn't even get to accept. Convinced that she would lose, Hundley skipped the ceremony and instead filmed an episode of Arthur Haley's Hotel. During her time at Days, Hundley continued to work in primetime. Among her many side projects were episodes of Heart to Heart, Airwolf, and Knight Rider. Following her exit from the soap, Hundley accepted an offer to appear on Aaron Spelling's primetime serial Dynasty.